Sharon, the grandmother, pulled up outside the home to drop Dylan off and remained in the car waiting for him. Dylan made his way into the property, entering through the kitchen, where he armed himself with a large kitchen knife with a 15cm blade and a small flick knife with a 7cm blade. He then proceeded to go up 2 staircases and into William's bedroom. It is thought at that point William was sat on or stood by a beanbag facing away from the door where Dylan had entered. Dylan first used the flick knife to stab William in the neck from behind, with evidence afterwards showing that William then tried to flee the attack, running for his life down the 2 flights of stairs, through the kitchen and out onto the patio area. Within this time, Dylan had launched a frenzied attack, using the larger kitchen knife to stab William in the head and chest before finally cutting his throat, severing the main artery in his neck. This attack was so brutal that the kitchen knife was found to have bent at the tip, showing the force that Dylan had used. At 11:24 a.m, a witness in a nearby car park called 999 to report screams of horror as someone shouting "Help me" came running from the property and approached the driveway gate and saw a body lying on his side with traces of blood on him, as well as seeing blood on the ground. In the horrific 999 call, the witness said, "Police, I think someone has been stabbed with a knife. I can see him and hear him now. Yes, a knife, a kitchen knife, a carving knife." Sharon has said the first time she knew something was wrong was when Dylan was banging on her car window, covered in blood, shouting, "He's gone crazy," just minutes after he had entered the house. She then pushed past him. By the time Dylan rang 999 at 11:32 a.m, 8 minutes after the initial witness report, she was attempting CPR on William on the patio. She can be heard in the background of Dylan's 999 call, which is available on YouTube, screaming for help and to be quick, while Dylan told the operators he needed help for his injured and bloody hands. It was later noted that Dylan had washed his hands before he had made that call. Once police arrived at the scene, shockingly, William was still alive, so at 11:45 a.m, Dylan was arrested for attempted murder and held in the back of a police van. Dylan had said to the police that William had been going psycho for months and that he had been telling William to leave the house. He also mentioned that William was off his head and high on cannabis at the time of the attack. This is a quote from Dylan. "It was fucking self-defense, mate. He was coming at me and I stabbed him in the back." Well, if that was true, that raises the question, if Dylan was acting in self-defense and scared for his life, why would he follow William down 2 flights of stairs, through the kitchen and then out onto the patio?